Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm back here again for my Super Bowl preview. New England Patriots versus the New York Giants rematch of Super Bowl 42. Now we're here 4 years from ago, 4 or 5 years from now, Super Bowl 46 in Indianapolis. It's going to be a great game. Rematch also from early on this year where the Giants beat the Patriots on Eli driving them down the field with the final couple seconds left to go. But I think this is going to be a real exciting game. A lot of stories within the stories, a lot of mismatches, a lot of just things to talk about during this game. But we're going to start off with the keys for the New York Giants. Number one for them, especially, I think, is going to be converting on third downs, keeping Tom Brady off the field, even though you have an explosive offense as well that can match up. You just want to get him off the field. You want to keep that defense tired for New England and just get those guys tired. Converting on third downs is going to be key. Another one is going to be protecting Eli Manning. They've done a very good job until the first two games. They did a very good job against Atlanta and against the Green Bay Packers. But in the San Francisco game, Eli was getting hit a lot. So that offensive line is going to have to protect them a little bit better. I don't know if New England's going to come with a couple more zone blitzes, different blitzes, but they're going to have to pick those up a lot better. So protecting Eli Manning is going to be a huge key for them. Also, the third key for the New York Giants is going to be taking away the middle of the field. They did it really successfully the last time they faced each other in a regular season, but they're going to have to keep the middle of the field cloudy. Especially with, we don't know if Gronk's going to play, but with Gronkowski, Aaron Hernandez, Julian Edelman, the running backs, Woodhead, Wes Welker, just those guys, they like to flood the middle of the field. So being able, the Giants taking away that middle of the field is going to be key for this. And the fourth reason, the last reason, key, I should say, for the New York Giants is going to be stopping the yak yards after catch, yards after first contact. That's where the Patriots get a lot of their yards from. They got guys who are very good at running after catch, especially the tight ends in Gronkowski and Aaron Hernandez. So that's going to be key for them. Just stopping, containing the yak yards, keeping it to a minimal. So that's going to be key for this team. Players to watch out for the New York Giants are going to be running back Brandon Jacobs. I think he's going to have to be key in running the football. Hakeem Nicks, who's been the best statistically wide receiver that we had that's been in the playoff, he's going to have to be huge. Matthias Kiwanuka, who is playing lights out, whether it be standing up at the outside linebacker position or in third down sub packages, putting his hand on the ground, he's been outstanding in his playoffs. And more towards since the Green Bay game, he's been playing out of his mind. He's been playing the best football I've seen him play. And you got the defensive tackle Chris Candy is going to be another guy you're going to have to watch out for. Keys for the Patriots in this game is going to be being able to run the ball effectively. They don't have to lead the game in yardage, but being able to run the ball effectively on first, second down, keeping the New York Giants front and forth and pinning their ears back all game long, being able to run the ball effectively. So it's a 5-yard gain here, a 6-yard gain here, a 7-yard gain here. You may get stopped a couple more times, 3 yard, but just being able to have it effectively so the Giants aren't pinning their ears back, they're on their heels a little bit. That's going to be huge. Like I said earlier with the Giants, the Patriots like to use the inside of the field, especially in between the numbers. So they're going to have to find an outside playmaker to take the top off the defense. Just spread them out. You're going to have to challenge those corners on the one-on-one situations. You're going to have to win those. So finding an outside playmaker for the New England Patriots is key. The third key for this Patriots team is going to be being able to create pressure on Eli Manning. Eli Manning, like I said, he got hit around that last couple games, and he still credited him. He's still stuck in there. But there was a couple opportunities that the San Francisco 49ers didn't take advantage of when he did throw the ball up in the air, and one of those hail type of plays, or those plays where Eli doesn't look and throws it off his back foot. So if they could get pressure and make him throw a couple of those passes and able to turn the ball over on Eli Manning, that's going to be good as well. And the last key for this Patriots team is going to be don't allow the big play in the passing game. The Giants they got probably the most explosive receiver unit that you can have, with 3 receivers and Hicks and Nicks, Cruz and Mario Manningham. So those guys they're gonna have to try to find a way to contain those guys and not give up the big play that Giants offense seems to love to do now. Just making big plays, explosive plays. So that's gonna be a big key for, I think, the Patriots if they want to have a shot to win this game. Players to watch out for the New England Patriots are going to be the running back Ben Jarvis Green Ellis. Probably the most reliable back that they have. He doesn't fumble the football. He's a very tough runner, and he's going to be a guy they're going to look to, especially in the red zone if they get to the red zone. So that's going to be a key for them. Another player is going to be Wes Welker. Everybody knows about Wes Welker, Tom Brady's go-to guy, safety blanket guy who they like to put in the slot a lot and make plays out there, create those mismatches on those linebackers and safeties. Gerard Mayo, who I think is their best defensive player, just that linebacker, weak side linebacker. He's a really good guy. Like I said, the best defensive player that they have on that team, and free safety Patrick Chung, who I think is the second best player on that team defensively. Those are the two leaders of that defense, along with Vince Wilfork as well. Those three leaders. So those guys are gonna really have to do their job if they want to have a shot to win this game. The matchup to watch out for in this game is going to be the New England Patriots tight ends / slot receivers versus the Giants safeties and linebackers. Like I said, the middle of the field, they're going to try to exploit that. They didn't really do a great job in the last game. Patriots got a couple hits, got a couple misses, and the Giants got a couple misses, but I think the Giants are going to have to take that away from them a lot. So that's going to be one big key. That's going to be the matchup everybody should watch out for in the Super Bowl. The X factors for both teams, offensively and defensively. Let's start off with the Giants. I think offensively, Jake Ballard is going to be a guy who he doesn't get a lot of credit, but he's that guy. He's not the fastest, he's not the strongest, he's not one of the best, but he just finds a way to make plays, and he's going to be a key. And I think Corey Webster, the cornerback, is going to be an X factor for them defensively. I think there'll be some times where they put Corey Webster on a Wes Welker inside in the middle. If they come out in a nickel look, the Giants come out in a nickel look, and they might move Corey Webster inside to challenge him and move Prince Kamukamara outside. So that's a guy to also watch out for. For the Patriots, start off with defense, Vince Wilfork. I know I made a mistake earlier saying about Gerard Mayo was the best, but he's really the most dominant. He's the most dominant player on that line, probably also the best player on that defense. He just makes plays. He was phenomenal, tremendous in that game against the Ravens. So that's going to be key. Him just being able to create havoc inside. The Giants really struggled inside with their interior linemen. So he's gonna be a guy they're gonna have to probably double team a lot. So him. And for the offensive side for the Patriots, for X Factor, we haven't heard from this guy all season. We thought he was gonna be a playmaker, but maybe this is his time to shine. And Chad Ochocinco. They need an outside playmaker. Deion Branch is good, but he's not a guy that could take the top off. He's reliable, but I think Chad Ochocinco is gonna have to be that guy to step up major and step up huge in this game for the New England Patriots if they want to have a shot. Like I said earlier, that's one of their keys. They need to find an outside playmaker, and they brought Chad along to do that. So maybe this is his time to shine in the Super Bowl, where he's never been. He's been quiet, he's been calm, he hasn't been productive. So maybe this is the time where he steps up. Moving on to the unsung heroes in this game, guys that you don't think that would make a difference or you forget about, but I think they're going to be key in this game. For the Patriots, it's Danny Woodhead, the do-all-everything guy on that offense. He can return kicks, he can run the football, and he can catch the ball out the backfield, or he can also line up outside in the slot. He's a guy that's you're going to have to watch out for. And the guy for the Giants is Mario Manningham. Everybody knows about Victor Cruz and Eli Manning, Ahmad Bradshaw, Hakeem Nicks, those guys. But Mario Manningham, I think, is the guy who everybody forgets about. He could just make a play. He's one of those guys. He could just make that big play. That he makes those long touchdown catches, or makes those big catches like he did against the San Francisco Giants when they needed to get that touchdown. Mario Manningham made that play, so that's going to be huge for them. I say the two big keys in this game. I usually do one, but the two big keys in this game is definitely going to be turnovers. Who's going to be able to win a turnover battle for both teams, and red zone defense. Now, you're talking about two explosive offenses, so you're talking about red zone defense. In the red area, both teams, they're slightly good. Even though they're statistically not good, the Patriots defense has been a lot of bend but don't break. They're excellent when you get to the red zone. They don't allow that many touchdowns. They usually convert field goals. The other offensive team gets field goal opportunities. And when the Giants are on defense, Tom Brady is one of the best, and that Patriots offense is one of the best in the red zone. So red zone defense is going to be a key in this game, as well with turnovers. With all that being said and done, I got the Giants 28, the Patriots 31. Me being a Giant fan, it's hard to say, but I just think that Tom Brady's on a mission. The guy scares me. He just has this look in his eyes that he's had ever since they got into the playoffs. ever since they lost that game, I think, to the Giants, he's just had this crazy look in his eye that nobody's going to deny him. But as a Giants fan, I hope they win this game. But I'm picking the Patriots 31-28. Let me know what you guys think. Who you think is going to win the game? Who you think are going to be key contributors? Who's going to have the better day? Eli Manning, Tom Brady. I think I'm picking Tom Brady, obviously, to be the MVP. But who do you think is going to be the MVP on either team? Whoever wins. Last football of the season. Last football game. It's been a really good season. A lot of controversy things. A lot of good football was being played. But it come to an end this Sunday. I got the Patriots 31, the Giants 28. Talk to you guys later. Thanks.